What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cars, Cost, and Technology. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 main reasons why you should definitely consider getting your C8 Corvette ceramic coated, or any car in general. Of course, with this being a Corvette channel, I'm going to talk a lot about my C8 Corvette, but the ceramic coating is a great idea for any vehicle. I've never had a car ceramic coated before, or really any type of paint protection for that matter, even my last 2 Corvettes. So I did a lot of research leading up to this point and making that decision to get my C8 ceramic coated. I'm really happy with the results, and I wanted to pass along some of the findings and all the research that I did on ceramic coatings with you guys, and strongly recommend that you consider it if you haven't already. Of course, ceramic coatings are very popular and pretty common, but I want to make sure that anyone here subscribed to the channel knows about some of the perks and benefits and reasons why you should consider it over any other options or going without it. But before we dive into those key points, I want to take a moment to give a huge thanks to Superior Shine Mobile Detailing. This is the company that did my ceramic coating, and I couldn't be more happy with the results. Not only is the price competitive, but they're very convenient and can come directly to you. So if you live anywhere near the upstate of South Carolina, definitely give them a call for your detail needs or ceramic coating. I wasn't given any kind of discount or paid or anything to say this. I'm just genuinely happy with the results of the coating that they did for me, and the convenience of coming to my home was really important. I did not want to leave my car in somebody else's shop for 2 to 3 days or more. So that was something that made me feel a lot more comfortable about the process, especially after waiting so long to get my C8. I was really uncomfortable with the idea of not having it for a while. So anyways, definitely check out Superior Shine Mobile Detailing. I'll have all their contact information in the description below, but strongly recommend it if you're anywhere, like I said, around the upstate of South Carolina. Definitely best company to reach out to. But let's go ahead and jump into some of these points and talk about ceramic coatings. So the first thing that I want to talk about on this list, and ultimately the reason why I decided to go with ceramic coating for my personal car, is the full body protection. You can pretty much install the ceramic coating to any exterior surface of the car, including the headlights, painted surfaces, glass, wheels, plastic pieces, trim pieces, you name it. Pretty much anywhere on the exterior of the car you can have the ceramic coating applied, giving you that layer of protection throughout the entire car, which gives me a lot of peace of mind. And the protection comes from the hardness of the ceramic coating. When you're looking at the scale of hardness, your average clear coat on a car is going to be anywhere from 2 to 4H. Well, the ceramic coating is typically going to be around 9H in hardness, so it's a lot harder and stronger finish than your standard clear coat, and that's where a lot of your protection comes in to resist some of those minor scuffs and scratches. It's not going to be the same as a paint protection film, where it's great for protecting against rock chips and full-on harder scratches, but when you're looking at the minor scuffs and scratches from rubbing up against the car or washing it incorrectly, somebody touching your car, things like that, it's going to help resist those type of scratches that add up over time and definitely take a toll on your paint. It's also going to do a great job in helping resist damage from things like bug splatting on the car, bird poop, acid rain, water spots, UV damage, tree sap, leaves, all those different things that your car is going to be exposed to quite often. It's going to help resist damage from any of those and give you a leg up on cleaning, making it a little bit easier for you and keeping your paint in better condition longer. Now, obviously, you still want to make sure you're taking really good care of the coating to keep it in good condition and the car in general. This is not some type of bulletproof force field around the car. You still got to make sure that you're caring for the car properly and not doing too much to damage the paint. But this is going to give you a huge advantage in taking care of it and making it look new for much longer. So moving on to number 2 here on the list, I want to talk about the extreme gloss and shine that you can expect on your paint with a ceramic coating. It's going to look really reflective, really almost like the paint is wet at all times. It's a really cool look, and as you can see on my paint, it definitely adds a very nice effect to the car. For those of you that really enjoy waxing your car, it's going to give that similar effect except all the time. Really cool, and definitely a huge selling point for me, where if you're going with, say, paint protection film on the whole car or painted surfaces, you could actually see the paint being dulled a little bit by those. A lot of people do ceramic coat over top of the paint protection film to get back that shine, but then you're looking at a really expensive total project where the ceramic coating directly onto the paint gives you such a nice shine and gloss throughout the whole car along with the protection. Just another key factor in why I decided to go with this, and I'm very happy with the results and the way that it looks on my car. So moving on to the third item on the list, I want to talk about the ease of cleaning and maintenance on a car that's been ceramic coated. It definitely makes things so much slicker and easier to wash off than standard clear coat. When you're looking at, say, dirt, bugs, brake dust, all those different things that normally are going to stick and dry to your car, they have a tendency to slide right off when you're pressure washing or even regular washing the car with the ceramic coating, because there's so much less friction and ability for it to adhere to that surface. The ceramic coating is very hydrophobic, which basically means that it expels or pushes water off of it. It doesn't like to stick to that surface, so basically dirt, bugs, any of those other things they want to cling more so to the water and roll off the paint rather than stick and dry to the paint with the ceramic coating on there. So it makes it so much easier when you go to wash the car. You have to spend a lot less time scrubbing and getting those hard stains or bugs or things off of the paint, as well as it lasts a little bit longer, and it's going to resist, like we talked about, water spots due to the very hydrophobic nature of the ceramic coating, just giving you that, again, advantage with less cleanup time, less time spent waxing, and a longer lasting clean finish, since it does resist some of those. You have probably heard people talk about the ceramic coatings being self-cleaning. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to clean themselves. You do still need to clean it. I just finished doing my first wash with the car since it's been coated. It just means that it's much less prone to dirt and things sticking to the paint, and much easier to clean off when it does come time to do the wash on your car. But like I said, I just did my first wash. Very easy. Everything came off really nicely. Dried off really well because of how hydrophobic the coating is. So I'm really happy with the overall result, and I think that you'll be as well. Spend a lot less time in the driveway scrubbing and washing, and more time just sitting back and admiring the paint, how good it looks. Now, I've already mentioned this once in the video, but for the fourth item on the list, I want to go more over the pricing and value of doing a ceramic coating. Obviously, the exact price point you can expect to spend will be a little bit different depending on whether you're going to be doing it yourself or have a professional install it, which kit you want to go with, as well as where you live. There's a lot of factors there. So again, I'm not going to go over the exact price point of what you can expect to spend, but generally speaking, a ceramic coating is going to be a very affordable or good value option for protecting your paint versus, say, a paint protection film, which of course is a much stronger form of protection. But still, just for reference, if you wanted to wrap all of the painted surfaces on your car in a paint protection film versus doing a full ceramic coating, which is going to include more surfaces like the wheels and glass, it would be about 5 to 6 times less to do the ceramic coating, maybe even more depending on who's installing it. So you have a lot less expensive options with the ceramic coating. Never mind the fact that you can actually do it yourself as well. There are plenty of do-it-yourself kits that are very user-friendly. I personally opted to have a professional install it just because with this car being brand new and wanted to have some paint correction done, as well as not being very familiar with the installation process, I didn't want to mess anything up on my brand new car. But if you were comfortable installing it yourself, you can get one of the do-it-yourself kits for very little money and spend the time and energy on getting it done. Spend way less out of pocket and get very good protection on your car. So again, it's a very good value. And again, even if it's being installed by a professional, you're still getting much better price points than some of the other methods of protecting your paint. And you can pretty much guarantee that you're going to be able to recoup that cost when you go to resell your car because of how good condition the paint's going to be in when it comes time to get rid of the vehicle. So for me, it's pretty much a no-brainer whether you're doing it yourself or professional install. Really good price and value, easily recouping that cost. There's nothing to remove afterwards, like with a paint protection film. You don't have to worry about any adhesive being left over. You don't have to worry about any of that. So really good overall product. And again, I think it's a great value. So for the fifth and final item on this list, I just want to talk about the overall convenience of going with a ceramic coating for your car. Obviously, we've talked about the installation process, the pricing, the aftercare, the overall looks and results of the car. Everything, every step of the process to me is more convenient with a ceramic coating than pretty much any other paint protection method out there. Whether you're talking about the longevity of the coating, the installation options available to you, the pricing that's available to you, all the way from very inexpensive up to in the high thousands. You can have it installed by yourself, by a professional at your home, by a professional at their shop. So you've got all these different options. You've got easier care of the car afterward, longer lasting clean look to the car. You've got protection from a lot of different elements. You've also got no cleanup when you're done. So for example, if you were getting ready to sell the car with a paint protection film and you had to peel it off, you may have some adhesive to remove. I've watched a video recently that looked like a complete nightmare with that, where ceramic coating, of course, eventually will degrade and go away, but it's not like there's anything that you have to do specifically to prep the car for somebody else if they didn't want the ceramic coating on there. So like I said, just overall very convenient option. I think that's part of why they've become so popular and you're hearing so much about them. I personally didn't do a lot of research in them up until this point. I'm really glad that I did though, because I'm very happy with the results and I can continue to update you guys down the road once I've gotten a few more months or even years under my belt with the coating, let you know how it's holding up and how things are going with it. But as a whole, I'm very impressed so far. Highly recommend it to any of you. But anyway, guys, let me know your feedback in the comments down below. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this and answering any questions that you may have. But I appreciate you watching the video and the continued support. We'll talk to you next time, guys. Have a great day.